Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Mhlanga and this is where we make EGD simple and easy to understand. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at the interpenetration and development. This is page 85 from the JPEGD workbook. By the end of this video, you'll know how to draw or construct the curve of interpenetration and the development of the surfaces of both prisms, because we are given two prisms that are connected together, right? Okay, so I'll start off by reading through the instructions. We are given the incomplete front view and the top view of a right regular hexagonal prism that has been shaped to fit around a right regular square prism. The axes of both prisms lie in a common vertical plane. We're also given the position of point S on the drawing sheet, right? Okay. So these are the two views that are given. This is the top view, this is the front view. Because remember, interpenetration and development is presented in first angle. So the view at the bottom is the top view, and the view just next to the top view is the front view, right? Okay, so as you can see there, point S is right there by the square, right? So if you look at the front view, you can see that this is the main part of this object, right? And this part is the branch part. We call this part the branch part, right? So obviously they are connected. As you can see from the top view, the hexagonal prism is connected to the square prism right there, right? Okay. Instructions. We have to draw the following views using scale 1:1. So we have to draw the given top view, the complete front view showing the curve of interpenetration, right? And lastly, we have to develop the surfaces of both prisms. That means we'll have to develop the two surfaces of the prisms, right? And we have to show the construction and fold lines, okay? So I'll start by drawing the square there. We are given that the side is 38, so I'll divide this by 2 and draw a circle, right? Because this is a square, right? Okay, but before that, I'll just start by drawing the center lines there. So I'll just draw center lines so that I can draw my circle. Right, okay, so obviously when I divide this 38 by 2, I get how much? 32 divided by 2, it's 19. So I'll take my compass and measure 19 there. It's 19. So I'll just draw a circle there, light construction. Light construction circle like that, and take my 45-degree set square, and then I'll slide my set square to the circle there, and then I can draw in my square. So just draw a straight line there from the center line to this center line there, then slide it to the other side, do the same thing, draw a straight line there, and then now I'll have to just connect the points there like that. Like that, okay? So I have the square right there. So now I'll have to draw this part, right? The branch part. But before that, I have to draw the auxiliary view so that I can just project all the points to my top view, right? So we are given that the sides of the hexagon is 22. So I'll measure the 22 on my compass and I'll draw a circle. Right, so 22 is right there. Okay, so I'll just draw a center line there, the vertical center line. Just like that. Then I'll draw the circle. So this is the circle. Now I'll put my compass on this point up there and here. Why? Because if you check, I have a point there and a point there. So obviously these 2 points, they are on the center line, right? So this is the center line. So I'll have a point there, a point there. So I'll put my compass on those 2 points. So I'll put my compass there, draw an arc there, draw an arc this side, right? Then put my compass on this point down here, do the same thing, arc this side, arc on the other side. Okay, then now I can just connect my my points there. So I have a line there, a line there, a line there, a line there, line there, and a line there. Okay, and then now I'll have to project those points to this section right there. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay, so I'll just project all the points to this section. So I'll start with the point up there, those 2 points, those 2 points as well, that point. Okay, so I've projected all the points, right? Okay, so now the problem is I don't know the distance from here to there, or we are not given the measurements, right? So that means now I'll just proceed to the front view, right? So that I can just draw the part. Then after drawing that part, I can just project the points down so that I can draw this section, right? Okay, so before that, I'll just label the points first. This is point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right, and then here I'll use letters. So I'll just start here. This will be point A, B, C, D. Right. Okay, so now I'll just project these points up to that section so that I can just draw the front view. So I'll just project the points up like that and add my XY line. Those are 5, 5. So the base of the prism is right there. Okay, and then the XY line will start here. So this is my XY line. Okay, so we are given the height of the prism, it's 72. So I'll just measure that 72 here. 72 is right there. Okay, so just draw that line. And then draw this line here. Okay, so I'll just draw this edge in. So obviously those 2 points. So I'll just draw that line there. Okay, but now I can't draw this line in because remember I have to draw the curve of interpenetration, right? Okay, so now I have this section. Now I'll have to try and come up with this branch part, right? So we are given that from the base to that point is 18, and then from this point going up it's 36. It's 36. So I'll just measure 18 from the base going up. So 18 is right there. Okay, so I have a point there. That point is this point, right? Okay, so as you can see I have a line going up towards my right hand side. So obviously this part is tilted at an angle of 30 degrees, so I can use my 30 by 60 set square. So that line I'll draw it using my 30 side of the set square. So just draw a line going up just like that. Okay, and on that line I'll just mark off 36. So it's 36. I have a point there. Then from there I can just draw a line going up like that. Okay, so now I have this line and that line. So obviously it's this line and that line. So now we are not given the dimension for this part, right? So what I can do, because I have the auxiliary view for this hexagonal prism, remember this part and this part, it's the same thing, right? It's the hexagonal prism. So because from our front view we have 1, 2, 3 lines, that means we are looking at this auxiliary view from this side, right? So I'll see 1, 2, 3 points, right? Okay, so where's my auxiliary view? My auxiliary is there. So now I'll just measure the distance from this line to the center line or center point, right? So I can just take my compass. I'm trying to draw an auxiliary view up there, right? So that I can just project the points down to this section. So I'll take this distance, right? And put my compass on this line anywhere around there. Then I'll just draw an arc like that, right? So this is the arc. Let me just move my drawing board a little bit down. Okay, where's my pencil? Okay, so now I'll take my 30 by 60, draw a line there. I'll just slide it to where the arc ends, and then I'll just draw a line. Alright, so this is the center line of this branch prism, right? It's this line. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing here. I can just put my compass there, do the same thing, then I'll just draw a straight line there like that. As you can see now I have 1, 2, 3 lines. Those lines are this 3 here, right? Okay, so remember I said I want to just draw an auxiliary view there. So now I'll just add a line there. Okay, this is the center point, right? Remember this part is the hexagon, right? So I'll have to draw the hexagon there. So I'll take my compass. Because we are given that the hexagon, the side is 22, right? I'll measure 22 on my compass. I'll measure 22, put my compass at the center point there, and draw a circle like that, right? Okay, then I'll put my compass there, mark an arc there, an arc down here, an arc there, arc down here, right? Then I just connect the points. Okay, just like that. Okay, let's see, because this is the top, right? For the front view, that means we are looking at the top view from this direction, right? So if you check the numbers, I'll see 6 and 1, right? But I'll see this number first, so that means that point is right there at the top on this line, right? So I can say this is point 6, this is 1, right? Because obviously I'll see this number first and then 1 after. Okay, so I'll just label all the points 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that means here I have point 1 and 6. Then here I have 2 and 5, so it's 2 and 5. And here I have 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Okay, perfect. So now, because I have those points here from the front view, I can just project them down to the top view so that I can complete this section, right? Okay, so just take my ruler, project those points down to here, down, down. Okay, so I'll start with point 1. I have 1 here, that means this line. I have 1, and then there, where is 1 from the front view? 1 is there, that means I have a point there, right? This is point number 1. 2 is there, where is 2 from the front? 2 is there, I have a point there. 3 is there, I have a point there. 4 is on this line, 4 is there, this is 4. 5 on that line, where is 5 from the front? 5 is right there. 6, it's a point. Then now I can just connect the points there just to draw this surface there. So I have to draw the hexagon, right? So just draw the hexagon there, just like that. Just connect the points. Just like that. And then now I'll just complete my top view by drawing in those lines right there. Okay, so this is my top view is complete, as you can see there, right? So obviously here I have point 1 and 3, they're on the same line. So obviously this intersection here it's point 1 and 3. Then there I have point 2. Here I have 4 and 6 here, so it's 4 and 6. Here I have point 5. Okay, so let me just go back to my front view, so I can just draw that line and that line there. Draw that line. Yeah, because we are given there. This is the given front view. Okay. Let me just go back to my instructions. Obviously, I'm done with the top view, so I can just mark that off. So now I have to draw the complete front view showing what? The curve of interpenetration. So the curve of interpenetration will be somewhere there. Alright, so now in order for me to come up with the curve of interpenetration, I have to project the points from the top view, right? So I'll just project the points here up to the front view. So I'll start with those 2 points. They're on the same line, 2 and 5. I have 1, 3, 4, and 6. Same line. Project that up. Okay, so I only have those 2 lines. Okay, so I'll start with line 1, 1. So this is line 1, 1, right? So I have this point so far on my front view. What about this point? Obviously that means I'll have to project this point up, so I have a line there. So where they connect, it's a point. So this is point 1. All right. I move to 2. I have point 2 there, and I have 2 there. So where they connect, it's a point. So I'll have to extend that line down to here. So I have point 2 right there. Okay, and I have point 3 there, 3 there, right? So I'll have to extend that line. Remember, I'm trying to draw the curve of interpenetration, right? Okay, so point 3 is there. That means obviously I'll focus on that line. Where is 3 from the top view? 3 is there. So that means I have a point there, alright? This is point 3. Okay, I move to point 4. So I have 4 there, 4 there. So this is line 4, 4. This point obviously is 4. Where is 4 from the front? 4 is there. That means I have a point there. So it's 4 and 3 there. Then I move to 5. This is line 5, 5. So obviously I have that line. Where is 5? 5 is there. Same point as 2. So that means there I have 2 and 5. Alright, then I move to point 6. Okay, I have line 6, 6 there. Obviously I have a line there going up. 6 is up there. That means they're sharing a point with 1, like that, and back to 1. Okay, so obviously I have all the points now on my drawing there. That means now I have to just connect the points using straight lines. So I'll start with this line there, line 1, 1, and line 6, 6. So I have to extend that line to the point there, right? And also this line, I have to extend that line like that, and this line down here like that, and then now I can just connect those points. Okay, so this is the curve of interpenetration. As you can see there, now the front view is complete. But before that, let me just label those points on the square prism. So I'll have point C here and C up there. So this is line CC. And then here I have B and D on the same line. So I have B and D there. B and D up there. Okay, here I have A, so it's A. Okay, so let me check my instructions. So I have to complete the front view showing the curve of interpenetration. So I'm done with the point, so I can just mark it off, right? So now I have to draw the development of the square prism and the hexagonal prism. So I have to draw the two developments. Then they said I must only show the construction lines and fold lines.